Guys, what's going on? I had to make a video today simply because what happened yesterday. So I made a video like 2 weeks ago, not too long ago, but like a video I called it March Madness and Crazy Situations, where I found myself in situations that are unreal and I'm just like, how is this happening to me? So yesterday I happened to find myself in another one of those crazy situations, and I honestly was just like taken back by how it was just went down. So I really wanted to share this on YouTube because I felt like it's the best source of like, it makes me feel good to be able to sort of not vent, but just to share situations, and then I get different feedbacks from different people, which is always cool to get different perceptions and viewpoints on a situation. So let's begin. Okay. Yesterday was crazy weather all day. Like the winds were intense. It was like howling winds, like ooh, crazy stuff, like really, really windy. So all these winds caused like major traffic outages. Transformers were being like damaged. Okay, so whereabout I live, on the street, all the lights, and the street is a major street, so all the lights ended up being like, the signals got blown out, so there's no traffic lights. And when that happens, people's crazy sides start to come out. You know, you get all these crazy drivers, people start doing stuff they're not supposed to, dangerous, illegal stuff. So generally, the rule of concept, like in North America and like Toronto, when it comes to driving, is that if there's a power outage and then the traffic lights are not working, then it's considered and taken as a four-way stop sign. And what a four-way stop sign means is like if there's 4 cars simultaneously at an intersection, the person who's there first gets to go first. I mean, if all 4 cars arrive first and the person to the right, it just sort of works in the order that if you come to the stop sign first, you go first. Like it's common courtesy. If 3 cars come and they come half a second apart, the car that comes first goes first, and second and third, everyone takes turns. And when people tend to do this and cooperate with this sort of way of traffic rules, then things are okay. But then you have these impatient people that are angry, people that are just like don't want to stop at all and whatever. So the whole street had it was blown out. So there was every traffic light was being treated as a 4-way stop sign. This was very, very, very painful, not only to be in the situation because it only happened for a small window and I happened to be out in that time frame. So it not only took me maybe 3 or 4 times the amount of time to get home, it was just crazy. Stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. It was raining really hard too on top of that. So you can imagine like the situation is not unfavorable for people that are stressed out, people that are on the road, people that are coming home, people that did night shift, people that are just going to work, who are going to be late. Everybody has different reasons or excuses or their reasons for why they're urgent and they want to get going. So everyone's in a rush. I came to a specific 4-way stop sign, and what I had seen was, so there's a left lane, right? I'm sure everybody watching is aware that at a major intersection, when you're going to make a left turn, there's an actual left entry lane. You get into that and then you make a left so you don't obstruct traffic. So this person originally was going to make a left, but then realized they're maybe going wrong, or they look like a new driver, but they were kind of in the middle of the road trying to merge back into the lane that I was in so they could then go straight instead of going left. The thing is there was 2 cars ahead of me, and neither of them let this person go. So every time that it was like a 4-way next person to go, this person who's trapped in the middle of the road completely like you see them try to edge up a little bit and then immediately brake because somebody would just cut them off or like drive past them. So I was just like, whoa, this is crazy. So 2 cars in front of me, they pass, and then it's my turn. I'm waiting there because I'm letting the person go. The person behind me starts honking at me like crazy because technically it was my right to go. So I'm just trying to do the right thing, and I'm trying to be courteous on the road, and I'm trying to just be helpful to somebody who I can see is clearly stuck, stressed out and they look just scared. So I was like honking at them to go. This person behind me still keeps honking. So I put my hand up like, yo, chill, like this person needs to go. Okay, so this person ends up getting on the road. I'm going. I noticed that after a certain distance, this person behind me is still behind me. So I like change lanes, this person's still behind me. I change lanes again, this person's behind me again. So it's evident that this person is now following me, like they're pretty much following me on the road. Okay, I'm thinking, what do I do? How do I go about the situation? Initially, I was gonna just drive right to the police station, pull right in, and see if he was gonna follow me in there because I wasn't too far from the local division in the area, and I really don't like confrontational situations or anything along that line. So I do my best to avoid confrontations at all times. You never know what type of mindset that person is in, what's going on, whatever the case. So I don't want to risk it. I don't want to chance it. So anyways, that was my original plan, but then I had to stop by to pick up some documents which were very important that I need to get. So what I did was I ended up making a last minute change into a street to make a left. Now, again, this street also had a four-way stop sign outage, so everyone was being treated like a four-way. But as I got to this street, right before I was about to make a left, the car in front of me, this car just stops, and it's their turn to go, but they're not going. So I'm waiting, and then I see the same car behind me come up and stop behind me. And this person's like edged up right behind me, so I can't even reverse or try to get out of my left turn spot. So now I'm position 2 when there's car 1, car me, and then car 3 behind me. Okay, so I'm like, wow, this is interesting. The guy in front of me, he gets out of his car, and it's raining hard too, you know, like it's not really a situation that anybody wants to be in. So he comes out of his car and he's like nodding his head. So I'm like, what's up? You need something? So he's nodding his head. He's like, what's up? Open the door. I'm like, no. Do you need something? Like, I don't know you, so why am I going to open the door for you? He's like, yo, open the door. I'm like, no. He's like, yo, what's up? I'm like, what's up? He's like, yo, open the door. I'm like, no. So we kind of went back and forth maybe like 4 or 5 times. Then I noticed the other guy who was behind me in the original car that started following me when he was honking at me come from behind. So now these 2 guys are standing there and they're like, right, you know, like it's the middle of the road. I can't express this in any other way. It's the middle of the road. It's the middle of the afternoon. It's raining hard. There's cars behind them. There's cars going beside us. Like, I don't know what these guys thought they were doing or what they were trying to do, but these guys just got out, gave zero, you know, about anything, and just come out and they're like, yo, open the door. I'm like, no. So then what they started doing is like aggressively banging on the driver door window, like, so I wasn't, like, just for the record, I wasn't scared at any time. I didn't feel like, you know, when you're in situations that you feel intimidated or scared and your heart starts to like beat fast, you start to like breathe heavy and you start to like get like these sharp, you know, tingly feelings through your body, like your adrenaline's kicking in. Okay, it was nothing like that because I knew that it was not a situation that I was going to get hyped up about anyways, because the whole situation didn't make sense to begin with. So these guys kept banging, and eventually it's getting to the point where the banging is getting very excessive and hard. So I'm like, you know what? I need to play this smart. I need to play this cool. So I opened the door. I'm like, what's up? They're like, yo, what's up? I'm like, can I help you with something? The same conversation we had before I opened the door. And then the other guy behind me, he's like, yo, you didn't see me behind you? Why you let the man pass you? Why you let the man pass in front of you for? As if these guys are trying to like rush me for something because I let somebody else go in front of me. And then the guy's standing like this. He has a bubble jacket on, and you have your hand in there, like, you know, like pretend like you don't know what I'm holding in my hand, basically. Like I'm standing like this, like all up, trying to be. So the point is, I didn't think he had anything concealed in there anyways, but maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know, because I never will know. But the point is you guys are both coming at me with this very aggressive, intimidating approach. One of you is, again, you're forcefully in my space, and the other one you're holding something, like as if you guys want me to do something first, so then you can like pull out whatever you have or try to scare me with that. But you know, keep a level-headed, cool, level-headed, you know, mindset, and go with the situation. So again, he's like, you let the man pass. You didn't see you. I'm like, but why were you honking at me though? I'm like, I'm trying to understand why you're honking at me. He's like, because you let the man pass. Then you're putting your hand up at me. He's like, you know who I am? You don't know who I am, seen? Better recognize your spot, because you don't know what mans can do. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, okay. And then he's like, yo, you need to chill, seen? You need to chill, B. You need to chill before something happens, so you need to chill. I'm like, okay, you know what, guys? This is exactly what I said. I'm like, my faults. I take ownership and accountability for, you know, basically for causing an inconvenience to you by not going when I was supposed to. And my bad for putting my hand up if you felt any offense towards that. I'm like, I apologize. I'll be the bigger person, and I'll say I'm sorry. As soon as I said that, these guys went complete, like, the fire is gone. Like, it's been, they were just completely calm after that. And they're like, watch yourself. Don't know who mans is, what mans can do. They're like, seen? Just chill next time. Don't be putting up your hands. And then they got in the car. The guy in front of me drove off. So I had to go. I made my left. They're still following me. And then after like 2 streets, because I went to some smaller streets, they veered off and then just went. So yeah, I just was completely taken back by the situation. And I just wanted to kind of put it out there, not only for the memory, because, you know, once I upload a video, it stays on there. And then I can always go back at a later time and watch it and be like, whoa, that's crazy, in case I forgot about the situation. Another reason I want to put it up is just to kind of share with everybody like what's going on. So the moral of my story, the point of my story, like the reason I'm making this video, especially on this specific topic, is just to say, guys, you never know who the other person is in a situation, real time, fluid, live situation. So my advice, just based on my crazy experiences that I've been having lately, and I don't know why, maybe it's the moon, maybe it's the energy, maybe it's the, I don't know what it is, maybe it's the energy force in the air, because I feel that has a lot to do with it. But my point, or my suggestion, tips, advice to you guys for this whole video is, try your best not to get involved in situations that you don't have to 100% necessary to get involved in. You know, be the bigger person, walk away. It's not always the easiest thing to do. It's not always the calmest thing to do, and it takes a lot of guts and courage to be the bigger person. But you know, at the end of the day, you don't know, and I don't know, and they don't know. Like, none of us know what the person went through prior to that situation clicking off, popping off, happening. That person could have just came out of a mental institution. That person could have just killed somebody. That person could have just stolen or robbed. How many places is high off, you know, some type of pain in a, you know, one of those drugs like cocaine, heroin, ecstasy, or bath salt, anything like that. You don't know what that person's on and what their state of mind is or what they're capable of. So is it worth it in the end to try to challenge somebody who you don't know what they're capable of, and then they could do something which, you know, the last thing we want is to be in a regretful situation where down the road we could have said, you know what, I regret that situation because, you know, I could have done things differently. But it's all on how we play our part and how we move forward with, you know, our decisions. So I just want to share the experience with you know, you guys watching. Please be careful in public situations, who you talk to, how you address situations. You know, even if, I'm not saying you're in the wrong, you have to always apologize or whatever, but, you know, use your discretion. Seriously, use your discretion. What type of an individual, what type of vibe you're getting off of them, and with that vibe, you'll be able to know whether it's something that's worth your time, because at the end of the day, our time is most important. If it's not worth your time, then just don't even bother with the situation. You know, sever your losses, whatever that may be. 2 seconds of shame, or that person may cuss you out or insult you for a few minutes or 2 minutes, and then that's it, it's done. Maybe that might be your, you know, cutting your losses, where you have to take that. But I just wanted to put that out there. So please be careful. It's a crazy world. Road rage makes people crazy. When there's a full moon or some type of a moon setting, I think that makes people crazy. Traffic lights going out makes people crazy. Heavy rain makes people crazy. And all of those put together in one day makes people extremely crazy and just nutty. So thank you for watching my videos. If you guys have any comments or feedback, you guys know where it is by now. Again, I appreciate everybody subscribing. Please give me your love and support. I still love making my videos because of you guys. So keep me motivated to keep making videos, okay? Till then, peace out and stay safe.